And in our final item tonight, the Qout Market, the first large artisanal farmers market in Kuwait, was recently launched with over 40 vendors showcasing their products at Arraya Center, which included health products, oven fresh bread and fresh local produce and a lot more. The project is supported by the US Embassy. U.S. Ambassador to Kuwait, His Excellency Matthew Tueller, toured the Qout Market, interacting with the vendors. More in the following report with Ghinwa Japouri.
Supported by Asnan Tower and Fawzia Sultan Rehabilitation Institute and the U.S. Embassy, the Qout Market was launched at Arraya Center with U.S. Ambassador to Kuwait, His Excellency Matthew Tueller, touring the market. Mr. Tueller interacted with the vendors and was more than impressed with the drive and motivation of Kuwaitis, stating that the Qout Market is an excellent example of the Kuwaiti entrepreneurial spirit, innovation and commitment to community involvement.
Of course, it's a beautiful morning here in Kuwait, and to be able to come to this location, something very traditional, farmers market and local produce. We're very proud to join with a number of other sponsors in having been able to provide some seed money to get this started. What's amazing about Kuwait is the energy of the young people who will take a start, and then you just stand back and watch what they can do. I think what we see here, even after a very brief period of time, the success that they're enjoying, the pleasure that people are deriving from these products is greatly encouraging.
I think probably one of the nicest things about this project is that I have nearly 700 plants growing in Ireland. So 700 plants gives a lot of lavender buds. So the majority of the dried lavender buds are going or have gone into small little bags, and they are given to the daycare chemotherapy unit in the cancer centre in Ireland. So when patients are given their chemotherapy, it can be very nausea inducing. So they hold the little lavender bag close to the nose to reduce that smell of nausea while they are having the chemotherapy being administered. So there's a little bit of nursing and there's a little bit of soap making, there's a little bit of the beauty business all thrown in together.
The Qout Market included an entire lane dedicated to children's activities and over 14 street food concepts ranging from oven-fired pizzas, tacos and Greek specialties. A selection of fresh local produce and flowers, food items such as fresh bread, cheese, honey, jams, pickles and specialty food items were on stand, which were attracting a large audience.
I'm the co-founder of Qout Market, and the other thing that I do is called Pretty Little Things. So when my best friend came to me and said she wants to do a farmer's market in Kuwait, it was my job to figure out how to do it. So I think our biggest challenge for putting on a show like this in Kuwait is the impression that we don't have these sort of things here. So when I said I'm putting together a farmer's market and people questioned whether or not we had the proper items to be featured, said, do we grow things locally? Do we have handcrafts here? Are there people that produce these things? So that was our challenge, was just a sort of people's mentality. So what we tried to do is break the mold, because as Kuwaitis we love to travel, and so whenever we travel abroad we love these markets. So we go to Friday markets, Saturday markets, and we say, oh, I wish Kuwait has this. Kuwait doesn't really have anything to do. It's only malls, it's only movies, it's only this, it's only that. So our idea was to turn it into a reality for the entire family to enjoy and to change people's impressions about what Kuwait produces.
It's always been my dream to have a farmer's market in Kuwait, because this is what's been lacking here. We never had an open market, you know, so it's been my dream for years. So over a year ago, I participated in the summit called the Active Citizen Summit in the States. It was a 10-day program, and we had workshops and talks about how to become an active citizen in your community. And at the end of the summit, you present a project. And my project was a farmer's market.
The vision for the market is not limited to merely items being on sale, where a customer simply buys an item to only walk away. On the contrary, the market includes the setting up of talks on healthy eating habits and presentations on cooking and how people can grow their own organic food. The initiative ultimately helps to support local food producers and encourages people to eat local, seasonal, fresh food.
The Qout Market is the first farmers market to be established in Kuwait, founded by two young women who had a passion shared a vision and had a dream which ultimately turned into a lucrative business. From Arraya Centre, this is Genwa Jaburi reporting to you for the English News.
For a chance to see our reports again, please visit our YouTube channel at MOI Kuwait News. Well, with that, we conclude our news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a pleasant time. I'm Maham Tawa. Before we go, we remind you once again of our main top stories. Have a pleasant time and good night. The GCC Foreign Ministers hold supplementary meeting pre the 34th GCC Summit. The Cabinet welcomes Their Majesties and His Highnesses leaders of GCC states. The Criminal Court acquits 70 citizens accused of breaching the National Assembly premises. And the chairman of the Syrian National Coalition agrees to participate in Geneva II talks.
News.